Hey everyone. So this is another method of applying concealer, and this is my preferred method, and it's really more about highlighting the features as opposed to concealing, but it does both jobs. Now I use a concealer brush for this, and I use a concealer or a corrector that's many shades lighter than the skin, and I apply it, as you'll see in the video, in sections to any areas of the face that I want to stand out. And you do this before foundation because you're using a much lighter concealer or corrector. So I might apply it here to the eye and here to the forehead and the nose, the chin, any areas that I want to stand out. And then what I do is go in with a foundation brush or a sponge or my fingers or whatever and blend it in, and the foundation then goes over and it covers these areas, but it leaves a very subtle highlight to the skin that I think is very pretty and very feminine, and it's my preferred way of applying concealer. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is I picked a corrector for underneath the eyes. I'm applying it much more, I'm applying it in a larger area than normally you would with a concealer, because for this method it's really more about highlighting the features than it is about concealing. So I'm applying it underneath the eyes because I'd like this area to stand out slightly more. I'm going to apply it to the bridge of the nose, the forehead, probably to part of the upper lip, and also to the chin, because I think once the foundation goes on, these areas tend to stand out slightly more than they would without it, and it gives a very subtle kind of highlight to the face, which I think is very pretty and very feminine. I'm just using a standard concealer brush here. I believe it's by MAC. And the corrector that I'm using is a peach corrector by Atelier Paris. So now all I'm going to do is take a stippling brush and I'm just going to go over these areas with foundation, and this just blends everything in. It all becomes one, and I just think it's an incredibly pretty method. You can use whatever foundation you want. I tend to prefer creams over liquids, but in this case I'm actually using a liquid just for fun because I've got loads to choose from. And thank you for watching. It's much appreciated, and stay tuned for the outtakes after this. Thank you. Bye bye. Are you ever going to get it? Are you ever going to get it sorted?
What have you called it?
What do you mean? So they can show them how to cleanse people's skin vigorously.